best a man can get is not Gillette, I would say. It is a BMW M340i, guys. Welcome to Pitstop. So happy to do this review because always I feel like, when I drive this car, I feel something connected somewhere. I have no idea why, but maybe because of the value for money proposition. Because, even if it is a Lamborghini, if we are paying higher for any car, we don't feel that much connected to that car, right? We feel like, oh, this car is overpriced, even though the performance is super cool. But here in this case, BMW have nailed in terms of pricing, and this is an absolute bonkers of a machine. You heard me right. This is the M340i, which sits right in between the normal long wheelbase 3 series and the bonkers of a machine M3. But this is also very close to M3 in terms of performance and very much affordable as well. So that's the highlight here. Welcome to Pitstop once again. Please do subscribe to our channel and also hit the bell icon so that you will get all the notifications, and please follow this channel as well as my personal channel if you are looking for regional language Malayalam version of this particular video, guys. So welcome to Pitstop once again. Let's kickstart the story of the BMW M340i. This is the facelifted model, and we have got a new honeycomb grille over here, and this is my favorite part. This is the adaptive laser BMW LED headlamps. When you unlock the car, it welcomes you in such a fashion that you want to unlock the car at least 10 times in a day. Seriously, I'll show you a clip of how the headlight dances when you unlock the car. In this broad sunlight, you will not be able to see that, but I've got another clip. That is one thing. Second thing is that the sporty front bumper. This bumper has got an air intake as well right here, and it's a M performance bumpers. Honeycomb grille is new. The bumpers are sporty bumpers, and when you come to the side of the car, you realize that this is not a normal 3 series, because the 3 series which is available here in India right now is a normal long wheelbase 3 series. This is a smaller car compared to that, because this is a normal 3 series size. That means the length will be much more smaller. And when you take a look at the side profile, you see this massive 19-inch wheels with 225 section tires. Not just that, here we get M badges as well. Not just here, on the rear as well we have got M badges. So with a couple of things like this, we will be able to identify that this is not a normal 3 series. So the M340i gets blue painted brake calipers on all 4 wheels, and this massive 19-inch section alloys is looking bonkers, I should say. Not just that, even on the alloys we have got M badging, and it's a 225 section tires, guys. That's one thing. The other thing is that I've told you about the M badging. The mirror caps comes in black, not in body color, just to give that sporty appeal. And when you open the door, actually you get amazing welcome lights. It's not visible because of the sunlight, and I'll show you the interiors later. Again, 19-inch wheels, 225 section tires, blue brake calipers, M badges, and something, let me show you from here. Harman Kardon speakers. So it gets a Harman Kardon music system, which is an absolute pleasure to listen to the music system, because it's such a nice music system. I'll tell more about the interiors from the inside, but I don't want to speak about all these things. It's all about performance and practicality, what this car is all about. Okay, so please come behind and take a look at the rear end of the car. I always love 3 series for the way the car is being designed. So we get such a large diffuser, dual exhaust pipes. It's looking huge, and here this part of the bumper is actually again black, and parking sensors, superb rear view camera with excellent HD clarity, I should say. Here the M340i badging, and as usual the amazing LED tail lights, which is even more looking premium right now. So this is the facelifted model. What is missing in the facelifted model is the XDrive badge. Earlier in the pre-facelift model, we had an XDrive badge on the sides, I believe, or here as well, but now there is no XDrive badge. So you will think that this being an all-wheel drive, whether it will be fun to drive or not, I'll tell you about that only when I'm driving, not now. So I have showcased you about the exteriors. Let me take you to the interiors right now. So the interiors of the M340i. So a couple of features which I would like to mention is that the driver's seat gets electronically adjustable side bolstering option. When you hit the corners, you want the seats to be, holding you even more tighter, right? So based on your size, you can actually adjust the settings, and you can adjust in a way that it holds you in a perfect way. So that's one thing which I really was amazed about, because it's not available in any of the competition cars as well. So the M340i, in terms of features also, it's a lot better than the competition, because it gets everything. It gets an amazing rear view camera, it gets Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, it gets this kind of a large screen. Not just that, the screen is super easy to use and very responsive as well. So that's one thing which I really like about the BMW infotainment screens. And the dashboard is all black, just to add that a little bit of sportiness, but it gets inserts of a carbon fiber thing, sort of thing. See, on the center console as well we get a carbon fiber finish, and on the dashboard as well we get a carbon fiber finish. So it's a super cool thing. And apart from that, the seats are pretty hard compared to the normal 3 Series, but still you want that hardness, because this is an M340i. Not just that, it gets this head-up display option, and this amazing M Sport steering wheel, which for me is the best in the segment, I should say. So this is about the interiors, and it gets wireless charging as well, as usual on all BMW cars as of now. So it's time to drive the car. I'm not gonna show you the rear second row of the M340i, because it's a normal 3 Series. You have enough space for 2 people. All black interiors, and there is a center tunnel at the middle, so it's only fit for 2 people. But who cares, guys? This is a practical, the best practical and value for money sedan you can buy in India today. So you should focus on performance, right? So let's drive the car. Okay. Finally driving the 3-liter 6-cylinder turbo-petrol engine, which is kind of updated now, and it now gets a 48-volt mild hybrid system. So if you go back to our channel, you would have found an earlier version of the review of the M340i, which we got earlier in India, and it was a huge success actually, right? Because of its practicality, because of its price, and because of its awesome performance. But now in the latest facelift, the engine is also updated. We get the same 3-liter 6-cylinder engine, inline petrol, turbo petrol, but along with that we will be getting a 48-volt mild hybrid system as well. So interestingly, the power figures have dropped down by 13 horses, from 387 horses to 374 horsepower, but the torque remains the same at 500 Newton meters of torque. And amazingly, the 0 to 100 km/h just takes the same 4.4 seconds. And obviously we know that the M340i gets a bit of stiffer suspension than compared to the normal 3 Series, and also it gets the amazing XDrive all-wheel drive system, and it also gets M Sport rear differential, a variable sport steering, and upgraded brakes as well. So overall, if you take a look, it's very practical, because even though it gets 125 mm of ground clearance, it's actually very easy to drive it inside the city or across any sort of potholes. But at the same time, when you put it in sport mode, this machine is really a beast. Trust me guys, I was driving the Lexus RCF, which is almost twice the price of the M340i, and still the Lexus was not giving as much confidence as you get when you're driving an M340i. The steering feedback, the performance, for instance, and the playfulness, everything. That was a monstrous naturally aspirated V8 engine, and all the power goes to the rear wheel. But when it comes to M340i, this is completely a practical machine, which is sort of a beast as well. While driving, you thoroughly enjoy it. Just put it in sport mode and you will love driving this machine inside the city. When you put it in Sport Plus, everything changes. And the exhaust note, the stock exhaust itself is more than enough to bring out that child in you. So there are so many things to talk about the M340i, but this is such an awesome machine. The M340i with its X-wheel drive, X-all-wheel drive, you might think that this is not a proper BMW sort of getting a proper rear-wheel drive. But when you push through a corner, if you can handle a corner,
well, then definitely you can go sideways and you can have mad amount of fun. So it's like the best of both worlds and the best car you can get under 1 crore, which is the M340i. And in my experience, everything is just awesome. The acceleration is insane, the steering feedback is so good actually. The feel of holding the steering itself is so precise, and even the instrument cluster, even the head-up display, the seating position, the side bolstering support, everything is awesome. It's a proper family car. You can actually take 5 of your family members and go around for a city drive, and then at the same time go to the Yamuna Expressway and drive it like how I'm driving it right now at 250 km/h.
You might have seen my reactions while driving the car. It is a mental car, guys. For the money you pay, this is an absolute bonkers, because you get a 480 liters of boot space. Very practical, right? 4 people can comfortably sit in the car. Very practical, right? 4.4 seconds to 100 km/h. Very practical, right? Almost 12 lakh rupees cheaper than the Audi S5. Very practical, right? 0.4 seconds faster than the Audi S5. Superb, right? Not just that, only 0.2 seconds slower than the bonkers BMW M3. That's also fantastic, right? So I can go on and on and on, because it has got so many features as well compared to the competition. So that's the reason, all together as a package, this is the best you can buy under 1 crore. Because one more suggestion I would give is that if you are going for a BMW 320d or 330 Li models, I would say that you can directly go for the M340i, because the reason why you are buying a BMW is that for the little bit of driving performance and pleasure and all those things, other than that of the status symbol, which is so available under the Merc brand. So when you are selecting a BMW for that reason, you can pay a little bit more money and go for the M340i, because this is so mental. You will love this car, and 4 people can comfortably sit in the car also. A bit uncomfortable, I would say, compared to the normal 3 Series, because it's not as plush as the normal 3 Series. It's a bit hard because the suspension is stiffer. It gets M rear differential, M Sport package everywhere. It's an M340i, M badging, M Sport steering wheel, whatnot. You get a lot of other options as well, guys. So go for it. If you get a chance, don't miss to drive this car. Okay, thank you so much. It's time for me to drive again, because I don't want to waste any of the time by thinking something, because this is my last day with the M340i. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you want a Malayalam version of this particular video, go to my personal channel. Link is in the description. This is only for English language videos. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do support, please do subscribe to our channel. I know I'm not regular, I'm trying to be regular, guys. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Time to hit the gas.